Good day everyone, this is our research project entitled Design and Development of the Disinfection Atomizing Spray Nozzle for Isolation Area. I'm Priscilla Rago and these are my co-researchers project team, Badilla Will McKinley, Maderal Olinjan, Sorinio Filmer, Nagita Marjorie, and with the help of our advisor, Engineer Romano Pimentel. Background of the study. First, disinfecting surfaces minimizes the spread of germs and viruses. Second, the prototype is easy to install and will be easy to operate. Third, automatic decontamination systems can be more time-consuming to implement than manual cleaning. Fourth, the prototype presents zero health risk to cleaning staff as personnel are not present in the room when decontamination is taking place.
Statement of the problem. Atomizing spray nozzle can disinfect the isolation area, including the things inside the room, by disinfecting alcohol that will produce a small particle from a spray nozzles. For the development of the study, we address the following questions. What design parameters should we research considered to develop the atomizing spray nozzle? Number 2, what development and implementation strategies should we research adapt to utilize to ensure that the atomizing spray nozzle will work? And number 3, what evaluation parameters should the researchers assess to measure the performance and acceptability of the atomizing spray nozzles? Objectives of the study. The brief of this paper seeks to develop the atomizing spray nozzle to be made relative cost efficient, convenience towards the pandemic, and help disinfect the isolation area of COVID-19 patient. Here are the specific objectives of the study. Number 1, to design a relative cost efficient atomizing spray nozzle. Number 2, to develop atomizing spray nozzle with the necessary equipment. And number 3, to evaluate parameters to assess to measure the performance and acceptability of the atomizing spray nozzles.
Significance of the study. Specifically, this project aims to innovate the design and development of atomizing spray nozzles. The technologies came up to innovate the said project to help the people in solving their needs in disinfecting the isolation area. To the students, the proposed study will serve as one of the references in innovating more technology that truly help humankind. It will help students to think beyond their capabilities, that there is so much more they can do to the existing things around them. Conceptual framework. So we have 3 stages: the input, process, and output. For the input, we have baseline research and data gathering. And for the process, we design, development, implementation, and evaluation. And the output is our complete prototype. Scope and limitations. So this study focuses on the design and development of atomizing spray nozzle for isolation area. This study was intended for sanitizing and disinfecting the isolation area for the COVID-19 patients to prevent spreading the virus. Our atomizing spray nozzle has a 12 volts 3 amperes adapter from 220 volts AC main source to energize the water pump and sieve the disinfecting alcohol through the spray nozzle that will disinfect the isolation area.
Review of related literature. This chapter presents the related studies of our research. The first study was shown as about atomizing spray nozzles and its uses, as this can supply the researcher with much needed additional information on methodologies available and used by other researcher counterparts. So the following are the literature. So the first is effect of water supply pressure on atomization characteristic and thus reduction efficiency of internal mixing air atomizing nozzle. So this research was investigated. The Fluent software was used in the simulation of flow field inside and out under different supply pressure. So the result shows as the water pressure increased, the internal pressure and the flow velocity increased, while airflow decreased sharply. So the second is development of air atomizing mist nozzles and mist cooling system for continuous casting. So in this study, the use of air atomizing nozzles for secondary cooling continuous casting machine, it results to this some advantage. Less longitudinal software cracks. Second is wide control range of cooling. And lastly, prevent of nozzles clogging. So the third is atomization, characteristic of a fan-aired assisted nozzle used for coal mine industry mobile. So this article focuses on atomization of fan-aired assisted nozzles. Fourth, structural optimization of air-blasted atomizer based on the three-dimensional simulation techniques. Fifth is atomizing spray system for application edible coating. So this article focused on preservation of food using atomizing spray nozzle.
This is the design of the prototype. The figure in the left side is the design of the atomizing spray nozzles, while on the right side is how the atomizing spray nozzle will be installed in the isolation room area.
Let's talk about the methodology. Design and development of the disinfection atomizing spray nozzle for isolation area are made up of the following components. They are 12 volts 5A adapter, water pump, push button switch, air compressor, air atomizing spray nozzle, PVC small tube hose, and disinfection liquid container. That's all about the methodology.
Design and development of the disinfection atomizing spray nozzles for isolation area equipment procedure. The push button will energize both air compressor and water pump with the power supply of 220 volts and the support of 12 volts adapter to minimize the higher voltage of the 220 volts. By that, the disinfection liquid will flow into the atomizing spray nozzles. Implementation. The researchers will conduct a test of the atomizing spray nozzles in the isolation area in order to determine the efficiency and effectiveness. Evaluation. The researchers will have a rubric to assess the performance and the acceptability of the atomizing spray nozzles, and this rubric will be evaluated by the faculty of the isolation area.
Any suggestion and recommendations? Thank you.